Okay, so what we're going to do to start off is have everybody introduce themselves, okay? And all I want you to do is say your name and where you're from.
My name is Kate. I'm from the I'm from China.
Hello everyone, I'm Victor. I'm from Dominican Republic.
Hi, I'm Sylvia. I come from Chile.
Yes, hi everybody. I'm Tai from Vietnam. Now I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City, one of the biggest city in Vietnam.
Hello everyone, it's Chitra here and I'm from Sri Lanka and right now I'm living in Canada.
I'm Bizo from Cairo, Egypt. Okay, as usually as I said earlier, I am original from Burundi. Burundi is located in Eastern Africa, bounded by Congo, Rwanda, and Tanzania.
Hi everybody, my name is Oksana. I'm from Russia originally.
Okay, hello everybody, my name is Jorge, I'm from Bogota, Colombia.
Hi all, my name is Roman, I am from Russia. My city is situated on the far eastern part of Russia.
My name
I'm Samil from Russia.
Okay, can you hear me better?
A little bit.
All right. I'm Carlos from New York. From Puerto Rico.
Okay, your family's from Puerto Rico? Okay, so next is quotes. Some people were asking about the quotes, and I want to start off by talking about a couple of them or one of them. And the first quote is, if you look at the outline, it's number 3. It says, failures do what is tension relieving, while winners do what is goal achieving. Now, can somebody try to tell me what that means in their own words?
I want to speak.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Victor. Go for it.
I believe that failure make tension, and when you have the tension, you are gonna lose the path that you need to go for your path. And when you know what you want, you need to looking for that and go ahead and looking for different paths and be proactive, like you say in the lesson, and achieve your goal.
That's a really good point. Yeah, I mean, doing what's goal achieving is being proactive, and that's definitely it. The first part, it says failures do what is tension relieving, and this seems to talk about how you know, life is stressful. We have many things going on in our lives. We have family, some of us have kids, some of us have jobs, some have more than one job, like maybe 2 jobs, and all of these things. So sometimes we just say, hey, I need to get away from everything. And we're always trying to like relieve tension. What that often leads to is maybe we never get to our goals. Whereas these people who achieve, you know, they focus on, oh, what is going to get me there? Oh, I have a schedule. I'm going to do this. I need to do these 3 things today. I need to get these things done. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Any other comments? Anybody want to comment about that?
Yes.
Yeah, Jorge?
Yeah, Jorge, go for it.
Okay, well, I think that sometimes we maybe unconsciously trick ourselves thinking that, you know, we did something bad, so we look for something else to cheer us up. And since when we rely on alcohol or just losing time doing stuff that they're not going to take us to our goals. So it's like a way to evade temporarily our problems.
That's a good way of putting it. That's what a lot of us do sometimes is we try to put our problems on the side, and like some people drink alcohol to do that. It's like, oh, I'm so stressed out, I'm going to drink, and that can lead to a very bad pathway. Other people maybe do other things.
Yeah, and it can become a habit pretty quick because there are some people that every Friday they are ready to party, ready to get drunk, and it's a habit, and
yeah, that's right.
They will never. I mean, most of the things they do, they're not focused on what they want to do.
Right,
but
like
just
they
spending.
No, go ahead.
Life, just like spending life in a, how do you say that? An easy way, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Some people have perhaps bad habits. Like you were saying, like every Friday, they want to party. Like after work or whatever, because they worked a whole week and now it's time to have fun. But let's say, for instance, they need to get some work done on the weekend to help them to get closer to their goal. And if they get very drunk and then they have a hangover the next day, they're not going to be able to do that work, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good example. Okay. Let's look at the next one. I don't know. I'm getting some noise. I can't really tell who it's coming from, but just another reminder, try to keep the noise down to a minimum. It might be Ty. I'm not sure. I'm seeing Ty's window light up a little bit. The second one is when you know what you want and you want it badly enough, you'll find a way to get it. What does that mean?
That's the easy one.
Okay, Olga, go for it.
He's trying to say that if you want something very strongly, you will get it.
Well, no, but that's not what he's trying to say. I mean, many of us want many things, but we don't get it.
But maybe we don't want it that badly. Badly, I mean it strongly, yeah?
Oh, okay. So I think what you're saying is you have to want something really, really strongly, really badly, as we say.
He says that you will find a way.
Yeah.
You will find a way to get it somehow, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's the critical part of the quote is, if you want something bad, I mean, a lot of people want things and people even want them bad, but they're not willing to do what it takes. But if you say to yourself, look, I want to achieve this, like I want to become a lawyer, I want to start a business, I want to do this, I want to do that, the human being can always find a way to make it happen. And Chitra, I'm starting to hear a lot of stuff from your side, so.
Actually, I'm just getting the pop-up chat from the English class though. I don't know why it's coming to me. It keeps popping up.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm hearing.
Someone is asking there's a third chat for me, third chat window.
Yeah, maybe you could turn your volume down or your microphone. I'm sorry, you could put your microphone and your speakers on mute until you talk. If you're listening through a headset, maybe you can still hear it. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it's coming out of your computer, and that's what we're hearing. And you can also maybe put yourself on Do Not Disturb, and maybe you won't get all of that. So we can.
Okay, I will see what I can do.
Yeah, let's try. Okay.
Just popping up whenever someone types it.
Yeah, and when you type, I can also hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so the idea here is if, like Olga was saying, if you want something badly enough, the human can always find a way to make it happen. We were talking earlier today, like in the past, in the history, if people talked about flying to the moon, many people would have thought they were crazy. You can't fly to the moon. That's impossible. You know, we can't fly. We walk and all of this sort of thing. But what happened? Well, we put people into space, and we did achieve that. Well, you know, it was just a group of human beings who wanted something badly enough. And, you know, a lot of people, sometimes I hear students say, oh, I can't, you know, learn English, or I can't improve my pronunciation. You know, it's too difficult. You know, it's not too difficult, not for the human being, and that's what we all are, and we can achieve it. And we just got to keep focusing on our goals, and we got to find a way in our life to achieve it. And that's what I'm trying to get everyone to think about in terms of learning this language and improving your skills in speaking English.
Yes. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead,
I say
Bizo.
something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I think when you want to achieve something in your life and you want it badly, so you have to prepare yourself. You have to take some steps which will lead you where you want to go or what you want to do. But sometimes you can do everything, but it is no guarantee that you will succeed. But anyhow, you have to do your best. You have to try. You have to take some steps which will lead you there. So I think that is, but it is not always that you are going to achieve what you want, but you have to do your best.
Right. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, and that sounds good. I know some philosophers have said that that nothing can stop the will of a human being. In other words, when a human being is determined to do something, nothing can stop it. Now, when I say nothing, you know, that doesn't mean, you know, I'm not talking about extreme things like I can make, you know, water appear in the desert, you know. But
exactly.
Something that, you know, is practical that human beings can do, like maybe I'm not a runner and I don't run or jog, but if I set a goal for myself that I would finish a marathon in 3 hours or 4 hours, I'm sure I can do that with the proper training, with the proper education, with the proper diet. I can achieve that goal. Now, is it going to be easy? No. But if I make a schedule, I make a plan, and I stick to that plan, I think I can do it.
The
Exactly.
problem plan.
Yeah, Olga, go ahead.
I think the problem here is sticking to the plan or be persistent.
Yeah.
People usually give up easily.
That's right. You know, yeah.
The obstacles for achieving their goals.
So that brings up an interesting point, is how do we be persistent? How do we stick to the plan? Any ideas?
I like that one of your, another quote by Carlos Castaneda.
Uh-huh. What was that quote?
It was like you said, there is a small difference between what are you going to be miserable, or you can choose to be different, or you choose to be miserable. So it's like there is we can choose what we want to be.
Right. I think if I'm remembering that correctly, I believe that quote said something like, you can be miserable or you can be successful. It takes the same amount of effort and energy for either one.
Yes. So, but we can choose what we want to do.
Right. You can choose. And how do you stick to the plan? We were talking about this earlier today, and one of the things came up was you've got to keep yourself motivated, because nobody's going to keep you motivated. You're not going to have a private coach that wakes you up in the morning saying, hey, come on, English, woohoo, yeah, you're going to do it, and like have a cheerleading squad going, you know, like, hey, you're going to do it, woohoo, you know. Now, a lot of people when they start like a program or a class, they have a lot of energy and they're really excited, and then perhaps after a few weeks or so, they start losing interest and getting slower, and then perhaps they quit. And I guess what I'm trying to say is you need to find ways to keep yourself motivated. Part of my philosophy is have fun with it. Laugh at yourself when you make mistakes. Make it interesting. Make it diverse. Do what we're doing now. We're talking to people from all over the world, and we're having an interesting discussion. Open a book and use that. Take a class. Make friends with some native speakers. Do a bunch of different things so you can make that pathway interesting for yourself, exciting for yourself, and keep telling yourself, hey, I got to keep my motivation up. This is important in my life. I want to be successful. Chitra, did you say something?
Sorry, it's my brother.
Okay, we got to keep the noise down, or else I'm going to have to end it.
He didn't know that I'm in a class. Okay, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay, very good. Let's see here. Where are we? Groups. Okay, I just want to make another short announcement, and that is what I'd like to do is start making groups that are in similar time zones. So what I need you to do, if you're interested in, I want to make these groups so that they're conversation groups where you can meet on Skype and practice speaking English. The number one complaint I hear is I don't have enough people in my life to practice English with. So what I propose to do is to create groups of different people in different time zones, like 3 to 5 people in a group, and you'll have a conversation. During your conversation, any questions that come up, like how to pronounce something, what does this phrase mean, what does this word mean, how do I pronounce this whole sentence, this phrase, anything to do with speaking, write it down, and I will meet with your group and I will answer your questions. And then you take it to the next level and you keep improving. Okay? So if any of you are interested in doing that, you need to send me a message and tell me what time zone you're in so I can start grouping people together. Okay? Sound good?
Good. Yeah.
Great.
Sounds fantastic, this idea.
Okay, very good.
Really love it.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we'll do that. And if I don't respond to you, you can send me another message. Sometimes I get weighted down with messages, and maybe I forgot. So don't worry about sending me 2 or 3 messages. That's fine. Okay, next on the list is we are going to do the English Meeting game show, and this is where I'm going to keep score. I have a list here of everybody's name, and I'm going to ask some questions that had to do with the lessons. We're going to do a review. If you weren't part of the lesson, it's okay. You can also guess and participate. If you make a mistake, no big deal. We're just playing for points. We're not going to take any money from you, although Jorge might ask you for money. He was asking for money earlier, so, that's,
Money.
Well, just, throw Jorge $1 or 2. He'll be quiet after that. That's fine.
I can't remember that.
Well, that was earlier this morning. He was on the call this morning. So you wouldn't remember that, Olga. Okay, so here we go. If you get the answer correct, you get 5 points, okay? Now, if you want to do a daily double, that means you can double your points. I'll give you a phrase. You try to pronounce that phrase correctly. If you do pronounce it correctly, you get 10 points, double. If you pronounce it wrong, you lose the points for that one. So instead of getting 5, you get 0. Okay? Does that make sense? Any questions about that?
No.
Okay.
Let's start.
Okay, let's start. Let's roll.
Roll.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay,
We are
this is
ready.
from lesson 1. What is involved when a person learns an accent, changes pronunciation, or relearns almost anything. According to the lesson, are the following ideas true or false? Okay, so the first one, now what you're going to do is say your name. So the first person to say their name after I say the part of the question, then I'll call on you. So you got to be quick. It's like pushing a button, but there's no button here, so you just got to say your name. So like Roman would just go, Roman, or Olga would say, Olga. Okay? So here you go. Is this part of it? Work hard. Okay.
Olga.
Hey.
No.
There's a little bit of a slow response. Okay, Olga was first. Okay, Olga, what's your answer? True or false?
It's false.
It's false, and you are right. Why is it false?
Because sometimes when you work hard but in the wrong direction, it's like hitting a wall with your head. You will just hurt yourself. You have to find the right direction and proceed.
Yeah, that's a great answer. That's an excellent answer.
I did that once. Like I try on something, and it didn't work for years and years. I was doing and doing, because I did something wrong, probably.
That's right. That's right. I mean, you're right. And you can go years and years on the wrong path. A very good response.
Excellent.
Yes, indeed. So, Olga, you just got 5 points now. Do you want to do a daily double?
I didn't get you about daily double.
I had a feeling some people didn't understand that. Daily double means right now, Olga, you have 5 points. You are leading the game. Okay?
All right.
Yeah, let's hear it for Olga. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Olga, you can take a chance, and if you do a daily double, I will give you an idiom, a phrase to say. If you pronounce the whole phrase correctly, you'll get 10 points instead of 5. But if you pronounce it incorrectly, you will lose all of the points for this question.
I always like to try. I will go for it.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. But all of you don't have to do it. I don't want to pressure anybody. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a random quote and give it to Olga.
Can I see it on the screen?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the chat. Yeah. Let's see. Here's an interesting one. Okay, I'm putting it in right now.
Okay, I'm waiting.
And tell me when you see it in the English meeting chat.
Dave Sconda.
Okay, you just look at it and then try to pronounce it correctly.
It doesn't sound like a quote.
Oh, it's actually not a quote. It's a idiom. It's an idiomatic phrase. I'm sorry if I didn't clarify that. Yeah, it's an idiomatic phrase.
A drop in the bucket. A drop in the bucket.
Okay, now what I want everybody else to do that's in the chat, if you heard a sound or a word that she mispronounced, type it in the chat. If you think she did good, you can type in good, great, whatever you want. So I'd like to get a response. I'd like to see your response in the chat, and then I'll tell you what I think. Okay, so we're getting great except the A. Okay, Baha, okay. A. Oh, I see. Like some a bucket
I
is.
get to a chat, Dave.
What's that? Oh, how do you get to the chat? Who's asking?
Communicate with the chat.
Yeah, you have to go into the course website, and on the top there's a tab that says collaboration. You click on that, you'll see a drop-down menu. You'll see one that says chat. Click on chat.
All right.
And then you'll see.
I got it. Thank you.
All right, there we go.
Thanks.
Okay, so interesting responses. Did somebody else?
Can you repeat the phrase?
Do you want me to repeat it? Bizo?
No, Olga. So to
Oh,
repeat
Olga
again.
to repeat it. Okay, Olga, will you repeat?
Drop in the bucket. Drop in the bucket. I can't understand this idiom at all. I don't know what
Okay,
it is
well,
about.
I'll explain it. I'll explain it. See, this is all education. I will educate you. Now, okay, a lot of people were saying A is wrong. She's saying A drop in the bucket. I think what people are thinking is you should say a drop in the bucket. Okay, so it's a drop in the bucket. Now, will some people say a drop in the bucket? Yeah, you can say a drop in the bucket, but in North American English, most people would say a drop in the bucket. So I'm not gonna discount you for that. And let's look at some other comments. Somebody said bucket is short. I think I was okay with the way you said bucket. Oh, there's Bezos.
It's not. I thought it's like a letter of alphabet.
Oh no, it's like this is a computer. This is a donut. This is
a drop.
Yeah, right.
Drop of water.
Like a drop of water. Right.
I didn't get it. I thought it's like alphabet and like
Oh,
B drop
I see.
bucket. No, D
Well, like A, we have drop in the bucket. B, we have a drop in the bathtub. Okay, I understand. No, that's cool. I appreciate you telling me that because confusion happens all the time. The only thing now, this is not a big criticism, but drop is more of an ah sound, and you were a little bit more on the O sound, like drop. Drop. Yeah, you're like drop. And it said drop, a drop. Look at my mouth. My mouth is opened up for that vowel sound. A drop in the bucket.
A drop.
Well, try to extend that sound, that vowel sound. Try to extend it. A drop.
Drop.
Well, okay, hold on, Ty. Hold on, everybody. Just let Olga for now. I appreciate you want to practice. That's cool. But okay, Ty, hold on there. Hold on, Ty. Not yet. Okay, go for it, Olga.
A drop.
Yeah, that's better. Drop.
It's like between O and A. Yeah. It's not exactly.
Yeah, you can look at it. It's a drop, like yeah, a
It's
drop. A drop.
As usual, sound.
Yeah, kind of like you're saying, that's so beautiful. You know, that type of sound. And you know, Olga, one of these days you've got to get a headset because, you know, I can hear you, but your voice does drop out and things like that. So I would be able to hear you much better with a headset. Just a little note for you there.
I can't find it. It's in one of my boxes somewhere.
Oh, you mean you have? Oh, I see. But that's right. Well, you've got to go look for it. You got to go look for it, or buy a new one. It's always great having new technology.
I'll buy.
Okay, USB is better. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to give you. Yeah, Jorge, we're hearing some of your chirps there, so try to deal with that. So a drop in the bucket means, oh, it's not a big deal or it's very small. Like if I say, oh, my company had to pay $10,000 to replace the damaged carpet in our office. And then a friend of mine that works there could say, oh, that's a drop in the bucket. That company is worth $10 million. That's not much money at all. So it's used to say something is very small in comparison to its reality. So maybe if somebody bought like a new expensive car, like a Bentley, say, oh, so-and-so bought a Bentley. Yeah, they're so expensive. It's a drop in the bucket for John because he is very rich. So it's not that much. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Understood.
Understood. Okay, very good. Okay, so I'm gonna give you points because you were very, very close to perfection. So you have 10 points now. Okay, a drop in the bucket is a tiny mistake. Yeah, I guess it could be used like that. I don't hear it used like that too much, but a drop in the bucket usually, oftentimes it's about, yeah, it's a small thing or just a small amount of money. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go to, let's see. Oh, here we go. I'm getting confused. Okay, here's the next one. So everyone listen up, and if you want to try to answer this, just say your name as soon as I finish. Mistakes are part of learning.
Yes.
Okay, I saw Oksana first. Go ahead, Oksana.
Yes, of course. We have saying in Russian idiom, who doesn't do a mistake never learn.
Ah, okay. Right.
Or wait, who doesn't do mistake never doing nothing. Yeah, something like this.
Okay.
So you cannot achieve your goal if you don't do mistakes. No.
Right. Yeah. No, that's very good, Oksana. Most things that are goals or that give some challenge to, you have to make mistakes to get there. You have to struggle with it a bit. You have to fail and fail and fail and keep trying until you get to the point where you're good at it. So
yeah, it's making it stronger.
Right. So what I see a lot are students who let this idea of mistakes stop them from learning. They get embarrassed. They get sad. Oh, I made mistakes. Oh, I didn't do this well. Oh, I didn't do that well. So they stop learning English. It's not a reason to stop. That's what you do. That's the process. Make mistakes, understand your mistakes, see what you did wrong, and keep trying, and then improve. And then you get there. Don't let mistakes stop you. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And saying also say the most mistake you will make in your life is fearing making one. So if you're afraid to make a mistake, of course you will do many mistakes. So to make a mistake, sometimes it is a good opportunity to correct yourself. So later you will feel more comfortable.
Yeah, that's right. That's very well said, Bizo. A lot of people are just afraid of making mistakes, so they don't even try. They have that fear.
Exactly.
And you cannot,
Exactly.
yeah, that's such a good point. You cannot let fear stop you. You got to, like one phrase that I really like is feel the fear and do it anyway. As human beings, we feel a lot of fear, but we need to feel it and then do it. Not feel it and run away. Stop it. Say no. We need to feel the fear and say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That's how you improve.
Yeah. Okay. Again, fear the fear.
Oh, it's feel the fear.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll put it in the chat too. It's feel. Whoops. Let's see here. Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Good one.
Yeah, I like that too.
Oh, good.
Because, yeah.
Feel the fear and do it anyway.
I
Okay.
think brave people
Interesting.
and those people don't have fear. Brave people and those people have fear, but anyway.
Right. Yeah, fear stops us from doing so much. And, it's if you look in the world, all around the world, the people who have achieved really great things, they felt fear too. The only difference is they did not let that stop them. They felt the fear and they kept doing it. They did it anyway. They didn't walk in the other direction.
Yeah, exactly. To take a risk also is very important.
That's right. Yeah, take risks.
To improve yourself.
That's right.
Yes.
You got to take some risks. That's what a strong human being does. We take risks. Does that mean we're going to fail sometimes? Absolutely. Who cares? You fail, you get up again. You get back on the horse, so to speak. You know, you keep moving forward. Okay.
There is Russian, one more Russian saying.
Yeah,
Dave,
go ahead.
Who doesn't, no, maybe you have American too.
Okay.
Who, wait, I just lost. Olga, about champagne. Кто не пьет шампанского? Кто не пьет шампанского? Say.
Who doesn't risk anything doesn't drink champagne.
Yeah.
A person who doesn't risk anything.
Who doesn't risk in life. A person
Don't risk
doesn't take risk in life doesn't drink champagne.
Oh, doesn't drink champagne. Okay, I got it now. A person who doesn't risk anything doesn't drink champagne. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's right. Yeah, you're never going to taste the sweeter things in life. You're never going to feel that really great feeling of success and winning if you don't take risks. Absolutely. I like that. I like that. Very nice.
Yeah, exactly. We like them too.
Olga, what were you saying?
No, it was a Russian quote.
Yeah, Russian quote. So, okay, I'm gonna write it down. I'm giving credit to the Russians right now. They get all the Russians get a few points for that, you know. So Roman, Oksana. I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay. Saying I can't is okay. I think we had, okay, I'm going to say it again. Saying I can't is okay.
I can't?
Bahavna, yeah, go for it.
No, it's false. Like when you are trying to learn something, you cannot say that I can't do that. In terms of learning, yes, you have to always be open and you have to take the challenge and you should try.
Yes, very good, Bahavna. Sometimes we get stuck into using that phrase. Sometimes we grow up with that phrase. Sometimes it's just around us and we get comfortable saying that phrase. My philosophy, my personal opinion is we shouldn't ever say that phrase, I can't. It's a really bad habit because we can. You can do things. It's all about finding a way to make it happen. Every one of us has different lives. We have different jobs. We have different responsibilities. We have different family members maybe we are responsible for. Life is not easy for any of us. And if we look at our lives and look at our schedule, what we need to do is say, where can I do this? Where can I put some time in to study? Not, oh, I'm so busy I can't. Or, oh, I'm having a bad day, I can't. Something's going on this week, I can't do it this week. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe that in life nothing is impossible. So we can try.
Right.
And I think if the people say I can't, they're closing the doors to some opportunities they might have.
Absolutely. When you mention that, it makes me think about something that you might find interesting. I've heard dialogues, people talking about this philosophically and telling stories of their life. And basically it goes like this. I started on this, let's just call it a project. And it was a very difficult project, and I'm sure most people thought that I couldn't do it. And as I was developing this project, I came across new things that I never knew about, and I would have never learned if I didn't start this project. If I said I can't from the beginning, even though it's very difficult, maybe few people can do it, I would have never learned these things along the way. And
Yeah.
new doors opened up because you said, I can. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do this. And
That's right.
you know, that's where the magic happens. I mean, and this is not magic in the sense of fantasy. It's magic in the sense of the beautiful part of the world we live in. If you try and you take something on that's difficult, along the way you're going to learn stuff, you're going to fail sometimes, but you're going to become stronger and stronger and stronger.
Yeah, exactly. And if you fail, I do think that you gain some experience from your failures. So to try to do something new is very important. So anyway, if you don't get it, if you fail, you will have a somehow experience.
That's right. You're gaining experience. Like some people say, oh, it's a waste of time. Oh, I don't believe that. Life experiences are never a waste of time to the wise individual who looks at what they learned, because it's always a learning experience, and it's never a waste of time. It's like, okay, I tried part A and I failed. Okay, but I learned some things, and you know what? If I try to do part A again, I might get it done. Maybe I need to try it 3 times or 4 times. But I've learned, I've grown as a human being, and I'm better off than I was before I started that. Okay. So, yeah, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff, Oksana. Very good. Okay, I'm giving you 5 points. And how about reinvent oneself? Okay, let's have Victor go for it. Remember, you got to say your name. Okay, Victor, go ahead.
Okay. Reinvent oneself, I feel it's a good way to achieve your goal, because you need to find the way. And I also believe word smart is very important, because sometimes you are in the wrong path, in the wrong way, and you need to find the real way that get to your goal, or get to what you want to achieve. That is what I believe.
Okay, okay, very nice. Anybody else want to comment on that? To reinvent yourself?
Yeah, Chitra, yeah.
Yeah, Chitra, go ahead.
So I would agree with it, because we really have to reinvent, because we came from different countries and we have a different setup of mind. Like sometimes we are very determined, so we don't really want to change it. So when we want to learn something, we really have to reinvent, and we have to see that we have to forget about what we are determined about, and we have to start from the basic, like even for learning, that we have a different language style and different sort of way of speaking. So in that way, like when we want to learn English, we have to forget about how we speak in our country, and we have to reinvent. Like we have to start from like how we start in kindergarten in English, something like that. I would agree with that.
Yeah, excellent. I think that's a great answer. I really like that.
Thank you.
Most of us, if not all of us on this call, we're learning English as adults, and we have learned things in our past, and we have learned certain like techniques or methods, approaches to learning things, and then maybe like some of you have moved to another country and are learning English. Some people are in your native country and are learning English, but you know, that doesn't mean that you're going to follow your old path. Sometimes following your old path will not bring you to where you want to be. So you have to open your mind to new ways, trying things differently. And you don't have to say, hey, I'm David, I'm this way, and David only does things this way, so I'm not going to study English that way. I'm not going to study English that way. David doesn't do that. Not good at all. You have to reinvent yourself. And that's why I gave that identity assignment. Have a new name. You know, this new character I'm creating has a strong name. This character is confident This character doesn't care if somebody laughs at them or somebody gives them a strange look or somebody is rude to them. This character is strong. This character will practice English 3 times a day. This character will ask a lot of questions. This character will try and have fun with it and laugh and enjoy the process of learning English until they, get to a high level to where they're very happy with their level of English. So that's what reinventing oneself is all about. Oh, I can change. I can be different. And I'm happy with that. I'm okay with that. What do you guys think? Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Glad to hear that. Oh, what's that, Victor?
Follows.
Also, we need to
Sounds
become
great.
more proactive.
And that's part of the character who you're creating. Your character should become proactive. It's like, I'm not going to wait for other people to tell me what to do to improve my English. I'm going to take action. Like all of you joined this group. You were proactive. You decided that. You joined the group. You can be proactive to ask more people questions. If you know some native speakers, you can be proactive and say, hey, am I pronouncing this right? Or in the middle of a conversation, you could stop your friend and say, hey, excuse me, but you just said a phrase. Can you see if I pronounce that phrase just like you? And then say it. And they can say yes or no and give you some advice. And then you continue the conversation. That's being proactive, And it doesn't mean that it's going to take up tons of time. What I recommend is spending a few minutes 3 times a day. Everybody can do that. You find a time during lunch. You find a time in the morning, maybe right before you wake up, before you get out of bed. You look at something and you practice something. Okay, then you go do whatever you do. Take a shower, eat breakfast. At lunchtime, take a few minutes. Maybe before you go to sleep at night, a few minutes. That can have a huge impact. I can't make you do it. I can't follow you home and follow everybody. And nobody will do that for you. You have to reinvent yourself and be proactive and make it happen. And you can enjoy it. You can revel in it. You can say, this feels good, okay? So there we go.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Okay, well, since he brought up proactive, here's another question. And this is under number 10, and it says, does proactive mean following directions and getting answers correct?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to say it one more time. I hope more people can try to, say your name really quick so I get some new people in here. Don't stay quiet. I want you to speak. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. Does proactive mean following directions and getting answers correct?
Chitra.
Chitra was the first one. Okay, go for it.
No. It means that you approach and then you try, you have to make initiative. So I don't think it's waiting for an answer and waiting for a direction.
Yeah, you're right. It does not mean following directions and getting answers correct. It means, just as you said, taking action. Taking action on your own. Taking action before there's an event. Taking action without having somebody telling you what to do.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see, Chitra, 5 points for you. Okay. In order, Olga, yeah?
I'm wondering, why don't you give other people some double American points?
Are they American points?
I don't know that point.
I thought they were international points.
He wants you to win.
Yeah, Olga, that's right. I'm trying to make you win. It's very generous. I was wondering if anybody was going to ask me that. Well, what I'm finding is this, as we talk about these things, it's taking some time. So in order for me to get through this, within 2 hours, I'm hoping that we can get through some more material. So I haven't been offering it. But let's put it this way. I'll change it just a little bit. If you want to do a daily double, I'm not going to offer it, but you can ask for it. So if you forget to ask, then you lose out. But if you ask me, I will do it for you. Okay? Okay, so we want to get those points because the winner, Jorge, is going to provide a cruise to the Caribbean, and it's going to start in Europe, and it's all expenses paid, flight wherever you are in the world, all expenses paid, all thanks to Jorge. So thank you, Jorge. That's so nice of you.
That's true. Yeah.
I'll take an iPad.
Thank you.
You better win.
So now Jorge's going to try to win so he doesn't have to do that. Okay. Here we go. So here's the next one. In order to be successful in this class, David recommends that you, and this is just true or false, drink a lot of coffee.
Bizo?
Bizo was first.
False.
False. You are correct, sir. And why is that false?
Because drink a lot of coffee has nothing to do with the class.
Oh, right. And I never recommended that.
Dave,
Yeah, Jorge?
Good.
I've heard a saying that says, drink coffee and do stupid things faster.
Oh, interesting. I've never heard that before. Drink coffee and do stupid things faster. That's interesting.
It's because you're getting excited when you're drinking coffee, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, Olga. I think, if you drink a lot of coffee, kind of makes your mind race, kind of go fast, and maybe you kind of feel some anxiety and you do stupid things faster. Yeah, because it speeds you up because of the caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay. Okay, here's the next one is...
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, Bizo.
Can I have double?
Oh, wow, Bizo asked for a daily double. Okay, woohoo. I'm going to play some sound effects. I did have some sound effects. I don't know if you can hear... wow, did you hear that? Let me see.
No.
Okay, Bizo, ask again.
Okay, I say daily double.
Woohoo! Okay.
Can I have a daily double?
Yes, you may. Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Bravo.
And I'm really glad
Thank
that you
you.
asked. Okay, so here we go, Bizo. I'm going to find an idiom for you at random. And let's see here. Okay, here's an interesting one. And I'm going to type it in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Okay, do you see it, Bizo?
Not yet.
I can't see that too.
Not yet. In Skype or in...
No. In the English meeting chat. Always in the English meeting chat.
Okay. I can see now.
Okay, so try to pronounce it the best you can.
Okay. Down to the wire.
Okay, folks, you heard him. Now put in your comments in the chat. If you think he mispronounced something, just type in what you think he could improve on, or what might be wrong there.
Repeat one more time, please.
Okay, one more time, Bizo.
Okay. Down to the wire.
Okay, so let's see what kind of response we get. Okay, we're starting to get some responses. Okay. Interesting. We're getting a nice mix of responses, and I'm glad everybody's participating. Kate is too. Down the wire. Okay. Well, okay, Bizo. Now, sometimes, like, when when people say the phrase more than once, the second time they'll say it differently than the first time. And this poses me a bit of a problem. I don't quite know which one to judge. You know, I could say, oh, it was better the second time, so I'll go by the second one, and then the group may be responding to the first one or something like that. Yeah, and Chitra is saying the second time wire was okay. And I'll agree with that, that you pronounced wire much better the second time. The first time, you didn't hit the North American R sound very well. It was more like wire, wire, and it needs to be wire, wire. You hear that American
Wire.
R?
Okay.
Yeah, wire.
Right.
And you hit the R much better the second time, so I agree.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. Shamil is saying these idioms are harder to understand in the evening than they were in the morning. These are different idioms too. He's like, oh, in the morning it was no problem. Yeah, Olga,
Down.
what's that?
Down to the wire, does it mean that it have to go to the core, to the center, to the center of problem of something, to the
Oh,
to
that's
the
a
core?
that's a good guess, but no.
The truth.
Oh, Jorge's saying, yeah, we need some coffee. Yeah, right after we started saying, don't drink coffee, Jorge's, yeah, Shamil, we need coffee. Actually, you know, I don't have anything against coffee, you know, but anyway, I'm not going to explain the whole thing again, but I think everybody understands about that. He's just making a joke.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the pronunciation. TH, Victor was saying about down to the wire. Can you say the, Bizo?
The.
Okay, it's sounding pretty good to me. I didn't notice anything. Carlos said it sounds good. Kate says down. Say down for me, Bizo.
Down.
That's pretty good. Yeah, my biggest problem is when you said it the first time, you did not hit the R very good. So the phrase is down to the wire. Repeat that, Bizo.
Down to the wire.
Yeah, I can see why somebody was saying down. I mean, your N could be stronger. I need to hear it. Some people could say, oh, it sounds like dow, but it's down.
Okay.
Down. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Right. So.
Down
Yes.
to the wire.
Yeah, wire. Yeah.
Down.
And just keep working on your R. But that was much better, much improvement. But there were some mistakes, Bizo, and you know, I'm going to have to look at your first one as well as your second one, and I'm going to have to say, you do not get the daily double. I'm very sorry, but thanks for trying. And the
Okay.
let's say, do I have any sound effects? I said no. Okay, here's a response. What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean? I didn't get the points. Okay. All right. So, but Bizo, you didn't get the points, but you grew as a language learner, and that's much more valuable. Okay.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
All right. Excellent. Okay. Here we go. Here's the next one. Use and show passion and desire.
What?
Victor.
You lose?
Okay, I heard. Victor, is that true or false?
True.
True. Yes. Excellent, Victor. You just got 5 points. You're closer to getting Jorge's cruise. That is awesome. Yes. Excellent.
Great.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, wow. We're just getting all kinds of good response here. Okay. So, Victor, very good. Now, does anyone want to comment? Why do I think you should show passion and desire when learning English?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Go ahead, Victor.
okay, we need to show passion because we need to focus on our goal and desire to get done the goal to achieve. And it doesn't matter how many times we've fallen down. We need to stand up and go ahead to our goal.
Yes, indeed. Very nice
That's
answer, Victor. You know, if we show passion and we keep our desire alive, that's a good way for us to motivate ourselves. That's a way we can stick to our plans. You know, is when we're working on English, show some passion, get into it, throw yourself into it, say, yeah, I enjoy this. Keep telling yourself that. And, you know, don't just look at it like, ho-hum, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. Show passion, yes. Show desire. That will help you to motivate yourself and to stick to your plan. So very good. And very good, Victor. Okay, next one. In order to remember what you learn, are these answers true or false? Teach others what you have learned.
Roman.
Roman is the first, so let's go to Roman. He's the next player.
I think it's true.
You think it's
I
true?
think it's true.
And let's
Yes.
see, is he right? Is he right? And he is
Right on.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. He is right.
Bravo.
Excellent.
Fantastic. Dope.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Yeah, you are right. Why are you right? Or can anyone help him with that? Why is that right?
I felt in my own experience which subjects I want to learn. It's more convenient for me to learn better when I learned another people to learn this subject.
Right, so when you're learning anything, if you teach other people, it helps you to learn it better.
Learn some self.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about how our human brain works, and explaining something to somebody else makes it sit much deeper in our brains. We know it so much better. So when you're learning pronunciation, speaking certain phrases, certain vocabulary, if there's anybody in your life, or you can make it happen, teach somebody else what you're learning, and you will do much better. Okay.
I learned mathematics before, and I gave some lessons for mathematics, and I felt that when I teaching, I'm improving myself also.
Yeah, excellent. Oh, that sounds great. That sounds great. Very good. Okay, true or false? Keep wishing that you will improve your language skills.
Jorge.
Jorge was first. Ding, 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 ding. Jorge, you're the next contestant.
Victor.
Okay, so Jorge, what's your answer? True or false?
It's false because unfortunately it happens to most of us. Most of the time, we wish for a better job, we wish for a better car, we wish for a better girlfriend or anything like that.
Yeah, all the ladies are wishing for a better girlfriend.
Yeah. But we never take action. We can't just wish, but take action to get what we want.
Right. Many people can go through life wishing many things. They can wish that they do this or they do that or that they improve this or they get this skill. But wishing won't get you. Exactly. I mean, you said it perfectly. I can't improve on that. You have to take action. And
exactly.
You have to have a plan and start putting that plan of action to work. So, excellent answer.
May I have the double what?
Yeah, if you don't know how to ask for it, you're not going to get it.
Double trouble?
Double trouble. No, it's
Double trouble.
We try to be very positive on this video podcast.
Daily double.
So we're not
My
talking
daily
about
double,
trouble
yeah.
here.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
daily double.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Where I'm trying to find you on my list here. Where is Jorge? Maybe you weren't on my list, so I'll just write you in. So you have 5 right now, and that's interesting. Somebody is trying to get in. Okay, so Jorge, here we go, Jorge.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to randomly pick a new idiom. Okay, here's a good one. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one for you, Jorge, because of the pronunciation.
The R sound.
You'll find out.
Lucy wants to come for this. To the
Yeah.
call.
Okay. Okay. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Look at this quote. Do you see it there,
Okay.
Jorge?
I see it.
Okay. Now.
It says knee-jerk reaction.
Oh, good.
Okay, everybody. What do you think? Write it in the chat. Write your reactions to what he said in the chat.
Hello.
Okay, we got you back, Carlos. You're cool. Okay, although I can barely hear you, but okay. So we're getting some response. Somebody said good. Somebody else said great. Okay, we need more responses from the group. How do you think he did? We're seeing, oh, excellent. That's a nice one. He gave it a try. Right. Oh, somebody's saying knee. Okay, okay. Well, let's see here. Okay, and, well, okay, so my answer is, good job, Jorge. And what I was concerned about was the jerk. I wasn't sure if you were going to pronounce that right. Because of the j sound, sometimes people will say like yerk, like a y sound instead of j, but you did hit the j sound. So you got that pronunciation right. So
I got 10 points.
you got 10 points. You got the daily double, Jorge. So
I'm going to Bahamas.
you're closer to the Bahamas. That's right. Absolutely. And you know, we want to celebrate your achievement here, and say great and wow and cool and bravo. So these are all things we can say to you for the achievement. Okay, so
Let me
that
ask one question.
yes, Victor, what's your question?
What is the meaning of the phrase?
Yes, we haven't discussed that yet, so let's talk about that. I'm glad you asked. Does anybody know what that idiom means? Knee-jerk reaction. Chitra, what does it mean?
I think it's just like you reveal your uncontrollable emotions immediately without knowing that what you were saying. Like if someone is talking, we just tell them that something without thinking. Like
Yeah, oh yeah. Excellent.
Uncontrollable emotion. So
Yeah,
like that.
very nice, Chitra. Very nice answer.
Thank you.
A knee-jerk reaction is like her example, speaking without thinking, and you react kind of emotionally, and maybe later you think to yourself, wow, I shouldn't have said that. You know, I had a knee-jerk reaction, and I said it, but I shouldn't have said it because that was a bad thing to say. I hurt that person's feelings. You know, it was the wrong thing to say. It was just happened without thinking. Does anybody else want to comment about that?
What is joke?
I got it.
Okay, you got it. And Olga, what were you going to say?
I don't know, what does it mean, joke?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can well, it sounds like you're speaking through like a drive-in at a fast food restaurant, Carlos. I can barely hear you. It's like, you're talking to them and they're saying like, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Let's see. Olga, what were you going to say?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to ask, what does it mean, joke?
Oh, well, jerk. It's the American R. It's not. It sounds like you said joke, but the word is jerk. J-E-R-K. A jerk is a quick movement. So, like, if I'm driving my car and I jerk the steering wheel to the right, it's very fast. So I jerked the steering wheel to the right, or from your perspective, maybe to the left. A jerk is a quick movement. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. It sounds for me like this expression. It sounds like get scared, knee-jerk reaction. Does it connect it to be scared? Or afraid of something?
Well, I mean,
when
technically,
it means you're afraid of something.
No, it doesn't mean you're afraid of something. The idiom doesn't mean that. It means you're reacting quickly without thinking.
In Russia,
let me explain.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna take the points away from all the Russians. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know if anyone got that joke. Okay, Chitra, try to be quiet with your typing. It's cool that you're typing and everything in the chat, but all I'm hearing is so I don't know. Maybe try to very softly type. Okay. Knee jerk. When you go see the doctor and they test your reflexes and they have a little instrument and they tap it on your knee and then your leg goes up. It may come from that. When you hit that area in your knee, it jerks up. And it's like, your body is reacting. It has nothing to do with your mind. Your mind is, you're not saying, okay, leg, lift up.
Yeah, I understand.
Right.
It's your reaction.
Right, so it's like we got to be careful in life. We don't want to do knee-jerk reactions because when we do, we're often wrong. We often, we say something that we shouldn't have said that hurts somebody's feelings or that's embarrassing, blah, blah, blah. It's just not such a good thing to do.
I do it all the time, but without thinking.
Well, at least you're open about it, Olga. That's cool that you can say. That's the first step.
My biggest problem.
Because what?
Confession.
Because it's my biggest problem.
Yes. This is a confession moment. This is our confession moment of the program. Okay, everybody has to confess something to me. It's like I'm the priest. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be kind of fun if we had a show where everybody confesses. I guess I would have to confess too to make it fair.
That would be nice to hear. What would you confess?
See, now Olga's like, yeah, I want to hear David's confession. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Olga. I'll tell you what. If you remind me about this in a show down the line, I'll have a confession segment. I'll produce a confession segment, and everybody will give a confession, including me. Okay. But not today, because we've got too much material to move through. Okay.
We'll postpone the confession.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah, confession thing, if everybody agrees to it. Okay, let's see.